Low. Low.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, the stage is set for us. And the finish! Loose ball now, and in he goes again! And he's done it! And that's got him off to a flyer!
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. Pele, Batistuta. It's a good surge he's making up the left-hand side. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Gabriel, Vitinha, and it's Kagawa. Vinicius Junior, Pelé, and into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Portugal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, that's a key interception. Looking for the run. And it's made its way to him. He's having a hit! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Space for him to turn and look. Impressive jump! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
Now he's off and running. Gabriel. And here's Batistuta. Now it's Vitinha. No way through. Now it's Vinicius Junior, and it's Vitinha. That's a sharp pass. Spread it left.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He has found the way through. Hoisted in, and he can thump it away. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Portugal come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because what...
Vinicius Junior! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Portugal with the corner, they're first. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, super ball. Crossed into the middle. Chance! And no mistake. They have come roaring back.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Any thoughts on the goal?
Yeah, it's wonderful work, Peter. He just got his head down and absolutely drilled it. Good luck getting to that for the keeper.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Both teams having to rewrite their plans and start from scratch here. Plenty of food for thought for both managers. Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
And he lines up, hits it first time! And he's really put himself on the line here. Vinicius Junior. No, he's not getting past him there. Pele plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And the shot! And it's come back out to him. Goal! Portugal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Beckham. Kagawa. Now it's Batistuta. Can he get on the end of this? He'll try from distance! He's got a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
The goal scorer for Portugal after 71 minutes is number 10, Vinicius Junior.
Portugal now in a position far more desirable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Some good work on the right flank here. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Substitution for Canada, number 21, number 7, coming on the field, number 8, number 6.
Pele, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Now it's Batistuta. Lovely feet.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing.
And a chance! Yes! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Substitution for Canada, number 10. Coming on
Canada have opted to make another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
So now the difference is 3. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. And that's that. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Batistuta picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Children's announcement.
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. So we're all raring to go again. In life, of course, there's so much more important than this game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Towering header! Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all... It's Neymar! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. That wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Vinicius Junior has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
He's shifting through the gears here. Danilo. Chance! He doesn't look too happy with that.
João Pedro certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Danilo. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And it's Danilo. Rafinha. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vitinha. Beckham. It's Vinicius Junior. Lucas Paqueta. Danilo. Well, he's not played the ball, that's a foul.
Playing with real players.
And that's going to be a booking.
Well, he'd used up all his chances, hadn't he, Peter? I mean, he was never going to get away with that one.
Bruno Guimaraes. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Pelé. And it's been played through. He's found some space. And the shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Neymar. For Messi. Pelé conjures time and space where few can. And the shot! Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here. Rafinha. Baresi shows the will to win the ball. Bruno Guimaraes. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Vitinha. Pelé. And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, important interception. Tries to thread one through. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now this could be... It's Pelé! And he's done it!
I think this is a very welcome time for a goal, Peter. There was a momentary drop-off into defence, and he was just too good a player to miss that. A special talent has given us all a very special memory.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe them.
Big chance! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, that's a great chance from a really swashbuckling run. His manager will be wanting more of that.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And the referee has blown for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
Portugal have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And so the action is resumed. Portugal leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Pelé threads one in. Batistuta! Linton. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
Wow. So yellow card.
And no surprise, that's a booking. Marquinhos. And it's Guimarães. Portugal are still that goal to the good. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Vinicius Junior. Well, it's Batistuta. Lovely. Can he finish? And it's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Vinicius Junior! Vinicius Junior! Vinicius Junior!
Portugal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Oh, no joy this time. Kagawa. And it's Linton. And here's Neymar. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he cuts out the supply. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now it's Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a shade optimistic. Marquinhos. Here's Bruno Guimarães. Oh, there's a probing ball.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Beckham. Vitinha. Rafinha. Driving on and making good progress. That's a lovely, neat pass. Aims beyond the defence. And he's cut it out. That'll be a corner.
Substitutions taking place.
Beckham, the regular corner taker. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Brazil are looking to go forward now. Distributed tidily. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. And it's Messi. Nicely aimed pass.
Has been indicated.
Oh, super ball. Shot, surely! They've got to be quick to recover this. And with that, the end. Portugal are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from.
Quarterfinals. Argentina versus Portugal. It's a quarter-final time.
A moment to savour for all of us. Lined up on the start line, their eyes fixed on the prize. It is the ultimate calm before the inevitable score. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We are just getting started. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. Otamendi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Not the most convincing of passes. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, someone I really like, Peter, is Lautaro Martinez. The graft, the energy, the dynamism, he's got all those properties with...
He's having a hit! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
He is having a head.
Portugal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Oh, yeah.
And now they can spring out of defence. McAllister. Messi. João Neves. So we're still where we started right now. Nicely intercepted. João Felix receives it in a good position here. He's not played the ball, that's a foul.
It's a foul. McAllister.
It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Gonzalo Ramos! This time, surely! And it's come back out to him. And he's straight offside. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Oh, shot, surely! Goal, Portugal! And there is your opener. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Number 11, Joe Phillips.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0. Oh, that's a key interception. Bernardo Silva. Oh, this looks sharp. And it's Vitinha. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Now it's Joao Felix. Great vision. Shoots! That's put pay to the danger. Ruben Dias. McAllister producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness.
Is it a red card?
And he has shown him a yellow card. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. Fernandez, and here's Gonzalez. Inacio deals with that comfortably, and he thumps it clear. Gonzalez. Now it's Ramos. Well timed, excellent interception. Gonzalo Ramos is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Gonzalez gets into a good position.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
It's claimed by the keeper.
Running behind.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Portugal go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Portugal have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Portugal leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Oh, that's superb. Great chance! Not a bad try by any means. Still just a single goal between the sides. Now it's Joao Felix. And here's Ramos. Gonzalo Ramos!
What is this?
Portugal are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
And it's made its way to him. Tries to pass it through. It's come to nothing.
Gonzalo Ramos.
McAllister. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Now it's Rafael Leao, steaming on goalwards. Gonzalez. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now, can they get him away? Otamendi with the clearance. Portugal have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
He's going for goal!
Argentina really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
That's where it came from. Oh, important interception. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Gonzalo Ramos. Looking to play him in. And that is expertly dealt with.
Gonzalo Ramos clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Substitution for Argentina. Number 22.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Well, the manager must have thought to himself, we're just narrowly ahead, so it's best to withdraw anybody showing signs of fatigue.
Number 7, Rodrigo de Paul. Substitution in progress.
Tagliafico. Very much into the last knockings. To McAllister. And it's Messi. And this is Dybala.
There will be
Can he
one.
finish? And that's a sharp finish. And right near the end, we have parity. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Rodrigo de Paul.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So all square. 90 minutes done then, but that is not the end of it. So Jim, any strong opinions after all of that?
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
Fernandez.
So a battle of endeavour, enterprise, and now endurance. And the action has already restarted. Portugal pay the price for failing to close out the match in normal time. Can they avoid... Big chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Substitution for Argentina. Number 20.
Time for a change in personnel.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile. The man pulling the strings.
Can he get on the end of this? Messi. Ruben Neves. Now it's Trincao.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That's headed upfield. Now it's Ramos. And this is Ronaldo. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And here's Ramos. And a chance! Incredible! Just incredible! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So that was it, the first period of extra time. So the very last of the action is still to come. Two teams separated here by the smallest of margins. Fingernails well bitten everywhere. And we're off for the final time. This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? That's a lovely, neat pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well read, nice interception. Paz. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Thinks about the shot. And he's gone looking for safety. Paredes. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, good climb! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. It's a loose ball.
Argentina really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front.
And that will be it. They needed to win, And they have won. It is a triumph. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Portugal can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed real character to get the job done. A big statement for anyone who might be up next.
And a quick reminder today to please take all litter bins located by the entrance gates. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
It's a semi-final, England versus Portugal. England versus Portugal.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. The peerless Didier Drogba, just a standout hero to so many.
One of Africa's finest and a huge reputation for being a big game player.
Big games, 9 goals in 9 cup finals during his time in London, by any measure. Oh, good fly! And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Portugal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And here's Shevchenko. He's cut it out. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, a delicate chip through. Ekitike finds himself offside. Van Dijk. Boucher, nicely spread. And the counter is on. He's picked his way through. He's looking wide. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Shapes to shoot! And he hits the net! They are purring, truly purring! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Number 24,
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Pelé. Kimmich is always looking to break lines, and they can counter here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Fernandez. Knocks it out wide. Forced to go back. And the finish! And it's there! And they're threatening to fly away here. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Barcelona find a position of real strength now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline.
And the shot! And that is a truly outstanding save.
Yeah, I think I'd feel that way too. Not that I thrived in one-on-one situations.
Dropper! And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And now he has 2.
after 31 minutes is number 21, Didier Drogba. Didier Drogba. Didier Drogba.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Batistuta! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. No, it's wide. Portugal are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Yamal. O'Reilly. And Diaz.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
But they've got it again.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. Portugal really could have done without this. A lot of furious gesticulation, but it is never going to make the referee overturn a decision.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
He has spurned it.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Alexander-Arnold looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now it's Raul. It's Raul! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Barcelona.
And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
After the final whistle today.
So off we go again.
Portugal really have to pick things up here. Their opponents are going to set up to play on the counter-attack now, which means they're going to have to find ways to draw them out more.
Triol kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Shevchenko. No, that was never going to make it. And here's Batistuta. Now it's Pele. Long ball upfield. Now that looks a decent ball. And it's gone back to the keeper. Triol. O'Shea. Baresi. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Yamal has created one goal already. Baresi goes sliding in. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Pacho. Van Dijk. And it's Fernandes. Now it's Batistuta. Diaz scooting forward.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Ekitike gets on his bike and on the move. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Yamal picks it up out wide.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 4, Yamal. Coming on to replace him is number
Now it's
11,
Fernandes. Semenyo.
Substitutions taking place.
Driven in. Khan claims it without any fuss.
Portugal really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
And they've been given a corner.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 24.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
19, Raul. Coming
And
on
he
the
gets rid in a
field,
hurry.
Number 13, Shevchenko.
Portugal have the chance to go
Number
the other
8,
way.
Neymar. Substitution in progress.
Pacho. Van Dijk. That has not gone well.
Minutes has been indicated.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Portugal have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be
A
only
quick
one
reminder
outcome.
today that smoking is only allowed in
And
areas
after all of
shown
that,
on this
Jim,
map.
what are you
Thank
thinking?
for your
Portugal
cooperation.
desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Six threes are 8 to win all the matches. Just a 2-minute break. Okay, let's start. What the hell is this? Nice. Let's go. Uh-oh.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
We have a great finisher here in Darwin Núñez. In my view, he's someone who's got it all. I think he's got the full package. We know he's strong aerially, we know he's got the pace, but he's also got a wonderful first touch and some great technique, and he has the imagination, the finishing imagination as well to cap it all off. This guy's going places.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Bale. Pele. Shevchenko. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And here's Raul. Well, there's the clearance. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And smartly reclaimed.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
And the ball's gone astray. He'll try to keep this alive. Played in. O'Reilly. Has a look and place it forward. Now it's Yamal. Bale is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Some really good ball movement. He's had a shot!
He's at the
I'll
shot.
be a bit disappointed with that.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Uh-oh.
And this is Batistuta. And here's Shevchenko. And he's heaved it away. Perez makes a dash for it. Yamal. No, that's been intercepted. Perez. And it's Thiago. Batistuta, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, that's a key interception. Neither side giving way, it has been tight. And that has left him in a heap. He's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Yamal. And this is Batistuta. And that is a little undercooked. And this is Shevchenko. White tries to clear. Thiago for Bale. Roll, charging forward, the ball at his feet. And the shot! In he goes again! Goal! And on the stroke of half-time, a priceless goal. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was...
And that is indeed the final act. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Portugal go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Information bulletin from the
It's been
regional
a
police
pretty
department.
tepid display.
Substitutions
They
taking
want to
place.
use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Portugal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Yamal.
Madrid couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Now it's Pele. And this is Batistuta. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's in, and the shot! And he's stuck it away! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Triol to O'Shea. O'Reilly is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Nunez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Nicked it back promptly. Just about within shooting range.
Just about shooting range.
And here's Yamal. Oh, good-looking ball. Into the last quarter of an hour. Great vision.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Raul. Bale. Diaz deals with that comfortably. And he's gone looking for safety. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And he's there to retrieve it. It's gone out for a throw-in.
Substitution for Portugal. Number 9, Shevchenko. Number 13, Luis Diaz. Coming on the field, number 26.
What happened?
Kagawa. Number 10, Vinicius Junior.
How to win this guy?
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Barcelona.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So off we go then. Well, this is one boy from Croxteth who, so far as club football goes, has achieved just about everything. English football has rested on his broad shoulders for nigh on 2 decades. It is, of course, the modern great that is Wayne Rooney.
Yeah, without question, one of England's all-time finest. His record speaks for itself.
And his face is that of a man who simply cannot accept defeat. During games, he is always laser-focused, and he fights tooth and nail. Boyan! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Shapes to shoot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Seedorf gets over and intercepts. Now it's Pele. Looking for options for movement. Shevchenko picks it up out wide. Ball is over the line.
Yeah, and he read it before anyone could follow up.
And that is well cleared. Diaz. Now it's Batistuta. Now and the shot! Now it's Batistuta. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Batistuta. Aimed beyond the defence. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly.
Barcelona really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
And that was very necessary. And that has left him in a heap. Bojan. Threads one in, and he's picked it up out wide.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box. He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Now here's the header! Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Now it's Batistuta. And here's Yamal. Yamal gets flagged offside. Baresi. And it's half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
I'd like to
Not too much so far to lift anybody off their seat.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. And so the action is resumed. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Cafu. It's a pretty loose pass. And claimed it back swiftly. Cafu. Shevchenko proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Tries to pass it through, and he's worked it through. Baresi deals with that comfortably. He's gone for goal. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Rooney. And still we await the first breakthrough. Nicely aimed pass. Yamal. So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Has a look and plays it forward. Pele. And this is Batistuta. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
That'll be a throw-in. This is a promising build-up. That's a lovely, neat pass. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Looking for the run. O'Reilly plays it in low. And he's heaved it away. Looking to play him in.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Costa Curta has the space to scheme. O'Shea with the clearance.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome inevitable. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Oh, what has happened here? Tries to get it clear. Quarter of an hour played. And this is Dstuds. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And here's Yamal. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, that's a key interception. He's found a way through. Beckham. Portugal still without a single shot on target. Diaz. Now it's Pele. He's a sharp little ball here. Duke in the hunt and looking threatening. Pele. Puyol makes the interception. That is good alertness. Now it's Yamal. Yamal going face to face with his great rival. Beckham. Great ball if he can get there. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Batistuta aims beyond the defence. O'Shea did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He won't be happy with that one. And the pass is intercepted. Pass somewhat off target. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great vision. Batistuta receives it in a wide position. Oh, he's been caught. Can he finish? Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both
Please
managers
be
to
made
mull
aware
over
that
here.
Smoking is only permitted
Any
in
opinion you'd like to
designated
express on the
areas
first
within
half?
these grounds.
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break.
Substitution on the field. Number 8, Puyol. Coming on to replace him is number 51.
So the action resumes.
William Pacho.
0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. India have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game.
Chance for a shot! Goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree. Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
So we have the first goal.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Shoots! And a neat finish! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
India are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Well, the defence just about came out on top. Goes for a shot! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Oh, a horrible error, and he has nowhere to hide.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
India find a position of real strength now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Kimmich gets on his bike and on the move. Goes for goal! It'll be a throw-in. Oh, they could be caught out here. And that is Snooter! And that's in. Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Pressing high and with purpose. He is through here. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And he's gone backward here. And it's Kimmich. Out towards the flank. And it's with the keeper.
Portugal really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle, and here we go. Shevchenko making his 100th appearance here today, of course.
Yeah, something that I mentioned to him in person before the match, Peter, although it took some time to register. Pretty much the same with me on my 100th game. I was more focused on winning than anything else.
Oh, good take in a good area. Has a look up and drives it forward. Great vision.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Baresi spots it and intercepts. He's looking wide. And they've got a throw. And this is Shevchenko. De Paul is in a really good position out wide.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Khan gets it away, and he's quick to snatch it back.
Başakşehir always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
De Paul! Beckham. Can he get on the end of this? Not the most accurate pass. And this is Pele, looking for the run, thinks about the shot, and the shot! Goal! Portugal! He has gobbled up his 20th goal.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Portugal have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Knocks it out wide. Out of play for a goal kick. No, that's been intercepted. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Portugal are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. And this is Pele. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Aimed beyond the defence. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Yamal.
Zanetti.
And here's Yamal. And this is Batistuta. And the shot! And yes, it's there! They are purring, truly purring. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.